It's time to go. Good morning. I am driving in to report to work. I hit snooze this morning. Got an extra about 5 minutes because I didn't quite make it till the alarm went off. So rolling into the station, gonna hire some overtime this morning. Reporting to duty, final day of the tour, and then it's 4-day, beautiful 4-day. Man, if you got to catch the scrap last night, then you know it was an experience. It was unique, to say the least. Anthony Castros is a unique instructor, and he was a unique guest on the scrap. There is no doubt about it. And one of the things that he brought up, it was in the after party actually, so the Vigilantes heard it last night, and he said it, and I asked him, I said, hey, can I share this? And he said, absolutely, absolutely. It's just every time you do, give me credit, and it's $5. So Anthony Castro said this last night, and it struck me pretty good, and I owe him $5. But long story short, what he was talking about in the after party, like I said, he killed it in the regular. It was unlike any scrap I've hosted. I'll just put it that way. It was unique. So he is a unique personality. But he said it in the, when people were asking about passion, and he had his health issues strictly, and he owns the fact that his health issues was strictly for how much stress internalized while dealing with bad administration, bad leadership above him. I don't want to say leadership almost, but he said don't confuse RPMs with MPH. Don't confuse RPMs with miles per hour. And it was a beautiful, beautiful statement, especially if you're someone that listens to the scrap, if you are a scrapper, if you are a vigilante, then in all likelihood you are a passionate person about this job. And he said don't let your engine rev so high that you're just smoking your tires. You're just spinning in place and not making any progress. And I loved it, man. He says you could have someone who's not near as passionate as you cruising along at 100 miles an hour because they've applied the torque and are actually achieving miles per hour instead of just spinning in place. And it was beautiful because I love Denzel's quote. I don't know where he got it, but he says that don't confuse motion with progress. And it's along the same lines. And I just love the way he put it because so many times we get frustrated and we're spinning our tires because we're applying all that emotion and all that passion and all that energy, but we're not being effective. And it was beautifully said last night. So I owe Anthony Castros $5, and I wanted to pass it on this morning in the LFG. As I told you, don't confuse motion with progress. Do not think that RPMs equates to miles per hour. You have to find a way to get that traction so you can be an effective person, because the less effective you are, especially if you are a passionate go-getter trying to make a difference in your organization, trying to make a difference in the fire service, if you are a passionate go-getter and you are spinning your tires in place and held in place for whatever reason, it can be a wildly frustrating place to be. And then that frustration will turn to anger and resentment and bitterness and complacency over time. So don't let it happen to you. Don't confuse motion with progress. Don't confuse RPMs with miles per hour. So I think I owe him $15 now, Anthony Castros. $15 for saying it 3 times, maybe more. Let me know. Post in the comments how many times I said it. Other than that, if you're on the V50, it's day 5. Hope you're filling out your book. Hope you're setting those goals for yourself. If you're not a part of the V50, it's never too late. Go to firehousevigilance.com. Get yourself a book. You don't need the book if you. I don't think it's possible to do it effectively without the book, but you could do it if you were a really organized individual. But the book really does focus a system into creating habits for yourself. It's powerful. It is powerful. It'll make a difference in your life. It's body, mind, soul, and goals. Body, mind, soul, and goals. And you put them all together and you can build habits. You can prove to yourself that you are the person you said you want to be. And I hope if you're on the V50 journey that you're enjoying the journey so far and that you are holding yourself accountable. You're setting those goals, crushing those goals, and you're not lying to yourself. And you're not lying. That's a big one, because every day I struggle when I fail to meet one of those marks. I'm like, well, you kind of did this and it sort of can't. No, don't lie to yourself. In fact, one of the things I discovered doing the V50 is I kind of get almost the same dopamine hit or the same whenever I feel like put checkbox there because I'm justifying making excuses, and whenever I actually say, no, Corley, you didn't do it, don't get it, doesn't count. When I actually hold myself accountable, I get that same kind of fix as if I'd done the thing. And I know it's not the same, but I guess it's a pride in holding myself accountable. And the more often you do it, the more pride you take in it. And so anyway, I hope if you're on the journey, you are crushing it. You're proving to yourself that you are the person you said you were going to be. Build that stack of proof that you are the person you're going to be, man. Keep doing it. Build that competence. Grow that confidence. Enjoy the journey. Godspeed.